Did you ever have an old girlfriend and you just couldn't part ways with her? Maybe she tickled your fancy in a way that no one else quite did? Well, this topic isn't about that, but it's about breathing new life into your old mountain bike. Your first love. Let's get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you are watching another fabulous episode of Toolbox Topic. I'm joined once again with my co-host, Brandon Van Leuven. Brandon, how the hell are you, buddy?
Good.
Right on. Brandon's bike, before we get started, the white seat, it's not a dog whistle. If you remember, his other seat on his other bike was white. I swear to God, he's got a pair of white dress shoes hidden away someplace.
Patent leather dress
Patent leather,
shoes.
dude. So,
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, Cousin Eddie. As you might have gathered from the introduction, we're talking about breathing life into old mountain bikes, 90 mountain bikes specifically, or any old bike for that matter. Brandon, tell us a little bit about this bike, why you did what you did to it,
Exactly.
and what you're currently using it for. Seriously, so I've seen a lot of these before we go any further. I've seen a lot of these videos popping up over the last few months. We're not on the bandwagon. We just, again, running out of stuff to talk about, so this is kind of the natural progression on old 90s bikes. Pathless Pedal just did one.
Oh yeah?
You know, I was wrong. 5 reasons to get a 90s mountain bike, you know. So
Right.
let's talk a little bit about this one though, and how it came to be.
Yeah, so this is my first real bike love that I ever got.
See, first love.
I purchased this one in 1993 about.
Holy shit, dude.
This is the Breezer Thunder. Made by Joe Breeze. It was made overseas, but he's one of the founders of mountain biking, Joe Breeze. I wanted the Lightning. I couldn't afford the Lightning, so I got the Thunder. It's a steel Ritchie diffusion tubing.
Okay.
The difference between the two was I think the tubing was a little bit nicer on the Lightning, and it didn't come with the rack mounts on there. So it's a little more of a racy frame, but pretty much the same. Anyways, this was my race bike for many, many years. It was fully 90s racered out. Marzocchi bomber with 80 millimeters of travel.
Yeah, I remember the
I had
Marzocchi,
the
dude.
600 millimeter wide handlebars, totally racered out.
Yep.
Obviously Onza, HO, clipless pedals, bunch of stuff that, you know,
You were
was
about to say
awesome
crap.
at the time.
You were about to say a bunch of crap, dude.
Right now. And that's why this is kind of what this is about.
Right.
I couldn't ride that bike anymore. It was almost, I ride a freaking top fuel, a carbon top fuel. And to go back onto this thing and take it on the trail, it was absolutely unrideable to me.
So when bougie people, and then it becomes retro, then it's okay to ride. They wouldn't ride it under any other circumstance. But now that we've ascended to bouginess, we call something retro and then we go back to it.
That's right. So just because of technology, this thing, I couldn't ride it on the trail. It was, it felt terrible.
Oh yeah. I would break this thing in half if I rode it on the trail.
So this thing sat in my garage, or sat in my house collecting dust. I just didn't know what to do with it. I tried to sell it.
Like every hipster does, they
tried to sell
way
it,
too much money for what it was
and
worth.
I wanted way too much money for it because
I
love this bike. Look, I've taken
care
care of it.
No.
I've taken
How
such
much
good
were you
care
trying
of
to sell it for?
900.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
That's the I would only part ways with it for $900.
I would have given you $9.
See, that's why.
$9 and a Happy Meal.
Exactly. Sentimental value. I've taken care of this thing for 30 years, so I couldn't let it go for $100. So
oh, I said 9, not 90. And a Happy Meal. That's my final offer.
So Wyatt was in here. He was building a bike for his buddy who didn't have a bike. So we had an old Specialized stump jumper, 26-inch wheel, something like this from the 90s. He made a sweet little bike for him. It rode beautifully. It was so much fun. So I said, shit.
There you go.
I'm going to do this to this guy.
All right.
So what I did just to make it a little more fun and more user-friendly, I got this cockpit. The rest of my cockpit's still coming on back order, of course.
There we go.
Like and subscribe.
You can ring my bell. Jesus. You guys, you haven't seen one of these episodes in a few weeks now because of everything else in the rotation. And you almost forgot the absolute idiocy that Toolbox Topic is. Okay, so you got more items coming.
More items
What
coming.
are you changing, though, in the cockpit? Seriously, I
So
thought this was...
before, my stem was flipped. Once again, I had a 600 racered out carbon bar on here.
Okay.
So now I have this rise. I have another Velo Orange to go with the Velo Orange, which you should definitely put in the links because they make beautiful stuff.
They do make stuff.
They make beautiful stuff.
They do,
I
and
love
I'll put it down in the link.
So I have a stem coming from them shortly. This is the Velo Orange riser bar to bring me up and back, make me more comfortable. I removed the suspension fork on here, put a rigid fork on.
Right.
Took the clipless off, put some flats on there.
Yep.
I put a rack on there. Now, I took the IRC Mythos 90s style racing tires off and put these big old fat, what are they, Panaracer Gravel Kings.
Okay.
Super comfy, super fun, super efficient, fun to ride. And
so
now,
is this the bike you ride when you go drinking your fancy
microbrews
microbrews
this is my new
and
bar
stuff
bike.
like that? Okay.
This is my new bar bike. You see, I put that rack on there. Now,
this is a cool rack.
Now,
I
if
like
you would have
this.
brought me to the future 30 years ago and I saw myself doing this, I would kick my own ass, to be quite honest with you. But now it suits definitely a purpose, and
Again,
it's so
we've
fun.
gotten old.
Yeah.
We're hipsters, we're bougie. As much as I hate to admit it, I've kind of turned into hipster as well. And again, we call it retro, and then we enjoy it again.
Yeah,
It just
I'm
does
having
look
a
like a
great
super
time.
fun bike.
Yep, I take it. I put the rack on there. I have panniers for it. When we go play pickleball, I put my pickleball crap in there. We
my
go
God.
take that to the pickleball court.
Did you just say you played pickleball?
I fucking play pickleball.
Fuck, dude.
I
I
love
built pickleball courts.
You did?
Back when I did all the plumbing, obviously, for the water and everything like that and stuff like that. I'm going to have to stomp your ass at pickleball, dude. Fuck, it's on my Donkey Kong now. In case you guys were wondering, pickleball is what hipsters do. It's life-size ping pong is what it is.
Yeah, I don't have to run so much. I don't have to run so much.
It's a
I love
smaller
it.
tennis court.
I freaking
It's
love
a
it.
life-size ping pong.
It's a great time.
It is. It is a lot of fun. I see them old people play it all the time at the community center. Those motherfuckers get into it, though.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some fights almost start.
Oh.
People calling each other cheating and pickleball little things being thrown and stuff. Yeah.
That's
Competitive.
worth it. That's worth it.
Well, there's a limited amount of tail at the community center, and you got to be big dick swinging. You don't want to freaking lose cred on the pickleball court. I'm joking, guys, obviously. Jesus. Okay, back to the bike. And we will have links. Brandon's already sent me all the info on the different parts and stuff like that. So we will have links on the different parts that he used and everything like that. So I do like this rack though. This is stout for a connect it to the seat post.
It does everything I
it's
wanted
stout.
to do.
Yeah.
And I don't have to use, because another thing, I did get this bike repainted by custom painted by a guy recommended by Joe Breeze himself. So I didn't want to mess up my my beautifully painted rack mounts on here. So I won't want that one. I don't want to shred up that paint. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
We've sunk to that low, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't care.
So neither do I.
Bottom line is, if you have an old bike sitting in your garage that you just don't know what to do with, and it's been with you for so long, and you have memories on it, and you have it has sentimental value, there is a way, again, to breathe new life into it and have a great time with it.
No, there absolutely is. And for people like Brandon, obviously this isn't for everybody. For people like Brandon and I, we have multiple bikes and we use those bikes for different things. And we've talked about it before on the show. Yeah, some might refer to it as sickness. You know, we just have a lot of tools in the toolbox. You know, we got a wrench for all occasions type thing. This is the drinking bike and the pickleball bike, you know, and then you got the bike with the wooden basket on the back so you can go to Whole Foods or Sprouts to get your groceries and be that hipster. And then you've got the pedal assist like me or a timberjack or something like that for bike packing. And then you're still going to get a Fargo because, again, you can justify having a Fargo. Yeah, why not? You know, it's a mountain bike with drop bar. So, no, but this is really cool. And this has become, seriously, guys, quite the trend. You know, I'll link the Pathless pedal. They actually did a really good job. And I want to say bikepacking.com has one on theirs, too, as far as old bikes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like rebuilding a classic car, although this isn't quite a 65 Lincoln or a 69 GTO. Oh, dude, a 65 Lincoln, dude?
I don't know.
Slow and load, four-door, suicide doors?
I don't know anything about cars.
I gotta find a new co-host. No, joking, guys. No one can replace Brandon. Except for maybe me. He's gonna come back, dude. He's back for summer.
All right.
But we'll get to that in another episode. So, all right, cool, Brandon. So, all together, how much did this cost as far as parts and considering what you already have on order, not what you may do, but you've ordered parts, you're waiting for them to come in, stuff you've already done. What did this set you back?
Around $400.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Including the paint job?
Bike, that's fun. No, that paint job was done a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
That paint job was it was close to $1,000.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
Just
not
fun.
counting the paint job.
Just fun. This isn't racer. This isn't...
$400 in parts though, and even this fancy seat with the fancy seat included, man, that's pretty.
I didn't do a lot.
That's pretty.
I didn't do a lot, and to be honest, I used fairly inexpensive parts on it.
Right on. All right, well, cool. Well, there you have it.
Just one other way to go. That's all.
So we'll say for $300 to $500, you can take your old jalopy, as my grandfather used to say, that you love, and you can turn it into something new and cool. So, all right, well, cool. Well, at that point, guys, we ain't got nothing else to say as far as this episode of Toolbox Topic, amazingly enough, although we could drag it out for another 5 minutes if we wanted to, but we won't. We'll take pity on you since you made it this far. And if you've made it to this far, to the end, again, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon. Yeah! That way you'll be kept up to date on all our new episodes that we post, whether it's Toolbox Topic, on trail videos, the Garage Talk videos, any of those things. And it helps out the channel. And boy, do we need help with gas, park passes, coffee money. Everything's going up in price. I tell you what, it's ridiculous. Down below, we will also have links for our social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the devil's work. But it's necessary. And if you guys want to keep up to date on the day-to-day affairs of Get Out Arizona, that is where you do it. Links down below, not only to the items that Brandon has used on this Flash retro bike of his, but there's going to be some additional links. Some may be affiliate links, some may not be, but I have to let you know so YouTube doesn't slap the shit out of me. If you click an affiliate link and you make a qualifying purchase, you will not be charged any additional money, but we will receive a small commission, which again, helps out the channel. So on that note, guys, what do we say? Be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards out on that trail. Remember to lead by example. And we have to ask, what are you waiting for?
Clean off your old bikes and get out Arizona.
Yeah, we'll see you on that next adventure. Take care, everybody. Brandon, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Cool.